Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I never bet against him.
And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Many times as we open a game, we talk about guys who are drafted in the first round, but how about the undrafted players? In this case, safety Tashawn Gibson, who's made the most of his time in the NFL, becoming a starter in the league, and since 2012 has 20 interceptions, the most for undrafted players in that time frame.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over first and 10. So here are the Jets under new head coach Adam Gase. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
This is Hunt. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Play fake. Rivers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
Calling 2018 a breakout season for tight end George Kittle would be a massive understatement. 1,377 yards gained, the most ever for a tight end in NFL history. Physical, an effective blocker, and he was selected for his first Pro Bowl after the season.
To throw, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now Garoppolo. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the 38, Garoppolo, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Here we go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Let's go. Watch quick.
A give to Peterson out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 20.
You're trapped. It's second and inches at the Jets' 30-yard line.
On second down, Peterson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 27, Rivers.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Rivers on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Jaleel Adai's versatility is a big plus for him. He can match up against the tall receivers. He can match up against the short, quick receivers. He can cover inside. He can cover outside. And as an added bonus, he tackles well, too.
Ready! 180! 58, right there. Come on. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Garoppolo. Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. He's got a man. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Let's go, Big serious right here. We got to step it up.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Edelman. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. 20! That's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Watch the screen. Mark 55. Mark 55. 6 man.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Here we go.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. On second down, Armstead. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
180, black 15.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
180, round 80.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He has now hit number 500. Charles had it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Here we go. Black 80!
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Here we go.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Jackson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Callaway. 34 yards, and the Saints have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Throwing again on second down. Rivers will find Metcalf. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambo is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. Now, they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? 4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks. This game, one of 7 going on in the NFL on this Saturday, the 3rd week of the preseason. One more to get to tomorrow night on Sunday Night Football. A good one in the AFC, Steelers and Titans from Nashville. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Again, Peterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5 enough for the first down. A run here with Armstead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll give it back to Armstead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming and down he goes. Patrick O'Toole came in there on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Garoppolo's pass complete to number 11, Julian Edelman. Touchdown, New Orleans.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready, snap, 180. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rivers. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the 41, Rivers. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Rivers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
1-yard gain.
They run again with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. Single.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one complete to Hill.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 36 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On second down, it's Peterson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Go now. 30 base. 54. Right. 54. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 5.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Johnson's got it complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Barkley. It's caught by Garcon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On 1st and 10, Barkley. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Barkley, he gets this one to Garcon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Barkley. This one hauled in by Sample. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Now Barkley. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Point after by Lambo, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Greer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They run it with Armstead. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Throwing on third down, Greer. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Check line 54. Line 54. Hey, Rush. Ready?
On first down, Barkley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Barkley looking middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Armstead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Now it's Greer. This one complete to Gresham. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Jets now down by 8, just over 1:40 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Back to throw. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Sample, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This one brought in by Aiken. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Here's Barkley. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Raquel Armstead with 1 second remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. Both teams made their way to the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit seated at week 3 of the preseason. And this this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game. And then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's it.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, the quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And for this offensive unit that we'll see here in just a second, T.J. Yeldon is certainly someone to mention.
Came out of Alabama with a lot of attention, but earned it. This guy is better and better at a lighter weight. Shifty back who can finish with power.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson complete to running. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Wilson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The open man is Westbrook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Corey Graham has everything you're looking for in a safety. The ability to come up and tackle, as well as play the deep zones.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Yeldon another crack. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Zach Zenner there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The starting defense for the Titans.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. From the gun on 3rd down. Hodges, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Oh, here we go. Oh,
Off the play fake. Hodges. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Connor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Snap.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
50, plant. And 96 is coming. We don't like 96.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hodges. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
58. It's a gain of 5. 58. Brings up 2nd and 5. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
And 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestand in here looking at a 5 situation.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now T.J. Yeldon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Finds his tight end Ingram.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Off the bootleg. Hodges. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play. First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Hodges. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw on second down. Hodges completes it to Fitzgerald. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hodges. It's caught. Cooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ready, set. Mike 96, Mike 96.
Back to throw. Hodges. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. On the counter, it's Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. From the gun on 3rd down. Hodges. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Larry Fitzgerald there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Draw play. This is Yeldon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He finds Yeldon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A short throw to Ingram. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Wright's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, his second sack of the night.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Wilson. That one complete to Yeldon. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the final game of preseason week number 3. We are less than 2 weeks away, 11 days to be exact, from the start of the regular season on September 5th. The Packers and Bears from Soldier Field. But between now and then, the entire league will be in action next Thursday night as we bring the 2019 preseason to a close.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A quick throw finding Lee out wide. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now it's Yeldon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. Hey, he's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Throwing to start the drive. Hodges, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
70
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They run the counter. Connor. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Off play action. Hodges. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. 1st down run for Connor. Not going to get much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hodges. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Hodges. A short throw caught by Andrews. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away.
Let's go,
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Right back to Cotter here on 1st. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, Hodges completes it to Hearns. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Draw play. Here's Walton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now McSorley. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
And a Steeler 1st down.
Ready up. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. And ready. Big rip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Throwing is McSorley, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Ready? 10 logo. Right there, 55. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Hit it.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. He gets this one complete to Brent. Titans. Kenny Brent, 87 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That was a pretty impressive touchdown play. Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ball game. But on this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S. Because I don't care if you were a great tackler. You had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Let's go, let's go. Snap.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can cap.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Another try after the first down sack. McSorley. The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, it's McSorley. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McSorley, 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And he comes back with one complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. McSorley once more looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, here's McSorley. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now it's McCarron off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bryce Hager. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He finds Kenny Britt. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McSorley. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. McSorley sets to pass. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We got this.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. This is caught by Hearns. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's McSorley to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Walton. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is Walton. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay with Zinner. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The previous play is under review.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
5.
To throw on 2nd and 10. McSorley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. He'll look to throw. Hearns brings it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. McSorley. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
On the double.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.